how to plan a strategic partnership. So partnership, you can take it in a multiple ways. Either you are looking for a strategic arrangement, either you are looking for a co-founder, either it is a partnership with some other company, any partnership, because it required some kind of arrangement and understanding about the whole subject. So we'll take that all stages to start from how to really plan it. Okay, these are the few stages I think any kind of a strategic arrangement or any kind of a partnership would require. The first stage is how you are preparing yourself for that. Under the preparation, what all you question yourself. The first thing is, where are we now? Means you should know that for what purpose and what is your current situations, for what purpose you are doing this. Because unless you don't have your own assessment, then obviously you won't be really not really finding the right fit. Like we always mention, if you are a founder of the company, you should know that what is your exact role. Now if you are looking for a co-founder solution, you should know the current status, that okay, I'm a good strategic, maybe I'm good a creator, maybe I'm good promoter, but I need someone for my operations and for my strategic arrangement. So your current situation analysis is very important. So unless you have no idea what current situation is, and if you are simply looking for a solutions or simply looking for a easy option, then of course you may not get that at a right place at right point. So know that what exactly you want, analyze that, understand that gap, and then find some quick wins out of that. What is that quick wins? Like if you see, okay, I'm looking for a co-founder who could be required from a technical background. So you know that someone who is having a technical knowledge or someone have a technical expertise, you need that person as a co-founder in your team. But at the same time, you have to figure it out how that can be a win-win situation for both of you. So what is your proposal for that? That need to be really fixed here. So that is your initial preparation, because once you know what and exactly what you want and what exactly you want to propose it, that makes sense. Second, maximum time as a startup, we always underestimate ourselves, and we feel like whenever we are going to the next person or for a proposal, we always expect something from them. But here, when you are going as a partner, you have to keep that in your mind. You have to really do something in such a proposition where you are not only expecting but also build something in your proposal where you are sharing something to the other person as well. Because no partnership is going to be in good shape unless both the people are looking that proposition win-win for each other. So you have to make that kind of a strategy where you, even if you think that is not something which is your expert area, but figure it out that how you can really share some knowledge or maybe something you are adding value into the other partner as well. So make that strategic direction. So I have learned from some of my colleagues and some of my some staffs which I hired. So whenever they used to, especially in the client management, so I observed this one of the practices one of my colleague used to do it. It was my consultant. She was a consultant based in Delhi, and she taught me these practices. Whenever she used to go to any kind of a client to meet, prior to that she used to do all the homework prior to meeting him. So learn about that person, and find him on the social media, learn about him, his personal choices, everything. So you get more easily connect with that person. So when you are meeting that person, you have something to offer as well. It's not necessary, maybe if you are meeting with a technical person, you may not add value in the technical part, but if you understand that person well, what is their what their aspirations are, what kind of things they are expecting for their growth, so you can offer something, you can trigger that point. So very important part here, don't only expect something, also have something to share as well. Third is your plan. So what kind of a plan you are building to offer to someone? If you are expecting partner and partnership means equality. Partnership means somewhere you are not only giving, you are expecting, and you are also at the same time proposing something where the person also can really make something great value out of it. So find that right solution for you, how we will get there. So according to your all that proposition, everything is going to make it. But at the same time, your plan should be something where you can really put all the clarity in that whole plan, where the scope of work is defined, the measures are clearly, all the metrics and all the expectations are very clear in that plan. So once your plan is clear, then you can really make it very good on the execution part. Next, the fourth part is your execution part. Make a good delivery plan. Don't hesitate to express what exactly you want, what kind of a delivery you are expecting, one kind of a monitoring will be there once you are going to shake hands with each other. So if you are just if you are hiding something, or if you are not making a clear communication, there will be always problem on the delivery side. So when you are compatible with that partner, when you are really getting all along with, be sure that your plan is ready. You must know that what kind of a matrix you are building, how you are going to monitor it, and what will be the consequences in case if the deliveries are not been performed, or plus and minuses whatever is happening. And the most important in the at the fifth place, the achievements, because everyone should be answerable. Like you are answerable, because you as an entrepreneur is taking all the burden on you. If you are taking someone as a partner in your organization, or maybe as a client, or maybe as a any strategic arrangement, but they should also take the equal share of their responsibility, and they should be answerable to perform and give that all deliveries what you are agreeing on. So there has to be some metrics and arrangement where you can assess, you can monitor, and take the right decisions in the right intervals. So these are the stage of a partnership model. If you have to really go through this, then only you will write and you will fit into the right performance area. Otherwise, if this all stages are not properly structured, possibly if you are going along with just on a casual pattern, or maybe in the casual arrangement, possibly you will burn, you will not get along with very easily. After some times, then there will be a problems or disputes. In both the situations, when things are going well, we have observed that time also people are not really getting easily along with, and when the things are not going wrong, in that situation also you are completely into mess. Better have everything very clear in your mind. Now take as an example, like today there could be a possibility, like for an example, today if you don't have an idea to start your business, but still you know that you have a skills, you have all that other things which you can deliver in an organization. So now only one thing is left, is your idea. So that could be you can take it as a partnership, or maybe like a strategic arrangement. Look for a right partner who can really come with the right strategy and idea. So your goal and your plan should be more like that, ki how you will structure and how you will reach to the right people who does have a great idea, how to collaborate, how to do the partnership, and make that execute and deliver to the next level. So it's not only about that. If you are thinking, if I have an idea, then only I should do everything. No, it's not only about idea, it's about the management of the whole this execution. Okay, so this is the stages of partnership. Let's see the life cycle of the whole this partnership. Very at the first stage, when you are initiating the whole partnership, so your business plan, your all that, what kind of a partner you're looking for, what kind of a business proposition you are giving, that all preparation which we have seen, that we have to be very firm and very clear about. Second, once your partnership is ready, then you have to make some engagement where the partner should feel like he is a part of your family. In that situations, if you have a team, if you have a people, then you have to make that kind of a interactive sessions with all the stakeholders, introducing him to all the partners, introducing him to all the other stakeholders of your company. So he should feel like, okay, you are engaging and involving him in each and everything, which should give a sense of that partnership. Second, what kind of a culture you want to build between each other. So that is all depends on the character and personality of both of you. So someone is getting very friendly, someone is really trying to keep it professional, but you have to build that culture from the day one, and your team and their team should really abide by that. Process and connectivity. So a lot of training process and everything, you have to really figure it out, that how the board team is going to be clubbed together, how they are going to work together, and that engagement is going to give what kind of a deliveries to the both of the organization. Get people, processes, and system in place. So maybe it is the advanced stage, but in both the, like even if you have a two people who are going to be a partner, but you should have that all clarity from the day one, that how you are going to be engaged with each other. Consider only two partners at the first stage. You are all having a clear partnership deed with each other. You know that what all proposition is being given to each other, what is the scope of work for both of you, then how you are engaging them in all that whole thing into the company. Either he is all aware about the accounts of your company, he is aware about the whole product and business. It should not like that. If he is a technical partner, people feel like, okay, why to share and involve in accounts. No, as a partner, he should be involved in each and everything. There has to be some method and process where he should be involved and engaged in each and every part of the whole processes. So growth, you have to define that what kind of a process and systems will be easily coping to each other. Then the maturity level comes at one stage where the focus on value driven ideas and improvements. There has to be process and there has to be method where you people are meeting each other. Could be a monthly meeting or maybe weekly meeting at initial level, where you are monitoring what all things are going as per what you have agreed and decided. So there the organization maturity comes in, where you really monitor everything. At the same time, you are discussing and brainstorming on the all topics and subjects. So the partner should feel like, okay, he is a part of it. At the same time, he should be responsible for all what he is agreeing on it. And at the last, of course, there has to be very clear clauses in all both and all proposition, that in case in the interval, if something is not performing, something is not happening, what will be the next what will be the next step for that. Someone is not performing, then of course it should not be like, okay, it should not be open ended. There has to be some methods to monitor and take the right decisions and right corrective actions and measures to take it better for the company side. So that's how the whole this partnership cycle works. It works for everything, right from either it is a co-founder, either you can take it as a strategic arrangement with any other company, or you can look it like an investor partnership also, because investor is also more like your partner. He's also coming along with you and he's also involved into your company. It all depends on you as an individual and as an entrepreneur, how much you are leveraging and taking the benefit of that investor. A lot of time people are just considering investor as only investor. Once the money is banked in, they are all happy. They don't want to keep any interaction with that investor. Other way, you can always interact and take the best benefit of his network, his knowledge, his all other support from for other things as well. So it's all depend how you make him comfortable, how you make him feel like a partner, and basis on that you will get your results. So if you follow all this, you can really find right solution for you. Rather, you can simply say, okay, I have an idea, I have a business, and I should only wait for the right funding partner or maybe arrangement. A job of entrepreneur is not only arrange money. The job of entrepreneur is to find solution for every situations, every circumstances. Anything comes in your and on your table, your job is to find right solution for you. You cannot simply escape by only saying that I don't have money. You have to figure it out how that money will be arranged. If not money, how you can arrange other strategic arrangement. Like I always mention.